you can squeeze that in, please, Al, that'd be much appreciated. The fourth row is Richard Trenner in the 63 with Andrew Rook beside him. And then we go back to Seabourn in the 75, Swanee, Richard Rook in the number 3 RJR machine, Harry Stewart and Brocky rounding them out in the 64 as we go racing. And as you would expect, Dave Collins fires the first shot and rips the lip in the Boss Hog Steakhouse number 2 machine down the back straight. Parksy settles down into second spot. Have a look at Stevie Swingler. Stretch doing a beautiful job, getting the 16 wound up in the third spot. Tips it in nice and early, but it's allowed Kendall to get right on the back end of him, and he gets himself all crossed up in the big V-twin. Mitch Rook moves up into 4th spot, the number 9. Dion Wilson right on the hammer now. On the Kiwi as they swore two-wheeling was the number 16 machine of Stevie Swingler. He settles himself back down in a rhythm, gets it all crossed up out of 4. And the compacts busy in the early laps here in Brisbane. Kendall finally gets the job done, moves himself up another spot in that big V-twin KTM. Number 18 machine. Collins, Parks, Swingler, back to Kendall and Wilson. Then we go back to Mitch Rook, Trenner, Andrew Rook, Harry Stewart having a great run in the 7 machine. 10 laps left to run, and Collins has got this one at the moment. Down to you, Trev.
Yeah, Collins leads comfortably, but have a look at Stevie Swingler trying everything he can. Look at Kendall closing in on the back of the 16 machine as they are both chasing Andrew Parks for second spot. Collins doing a great job out in front at the moment, just keeping his nose clean, but traffic's going to come into play shortly. Kendall a little hot into turn 1, just cost himself a couple of car lengths. Bit further back there, Dion Wilson, a lonely run for him from Mitchell, ahead of Mitchell Rook, Richard Trenner, Andrew Rook. Then we go back to young Harry Stewart, Dave Swan, Clay Seabourn, and Richard Rook. But our race leader, Dave Collins, getting past young Brock Byrne, putting him a lap down. Now Andrew Parks there. Gets past the 64 machine. Look at Kendall on the inside of Swingler. Tries to put a move on the 16 machine, but Swingler too experienced to let Kendall get down the inside, and the contact, and Kendall's around. Kendall's around down there, and he stops on the bottom of the racetrack, and that'll bring on the yellows.
Let's go hitting the hammer.
Yeah, bend the throttle pedal does Collins as he gets hard on it. Down into 1. Andrew Parks now with a new lease of life with that yellow on the back of the 2 machine. But Swingler says, hang on a minute, don't leave me out of this. I'm going to try and go around the outside. Mitchell Rook's up on the inside in the 9 machine. Swingler switches back. Sounds like Parksy's machine's got a little bit of a misfire up the top end as they go down the back. Swingler now gives chase after Collins. There's 4 to run this time by Macca.
Collins doing it beautifully at the moment, but now Stretch starting to get the 16 fired up and got some momentum happening. Parksy has been chasing that miss for the last couple of weeks. It plagued him at the Queensland title last week. He's doing a great job to hang on to 3rd at the moment. Have a look at the top 3, 4, 5 cars now. Line astern as the laps start to wind down, the compacts turning it all. Big engine blow up. The V-twin calls it a day and pulls to the infield. Collins leads this one over, Swingler getting closer. The number 16 machine right on the hammer now of Collins as laps wind down. Oh, Rook, that's Andrew Rook. He calls it a day as well, brings it to the infield. 1 lap left to run, the battle. 400 metres left to run. Collins, Swingler, nose to tail down the back straight for the last time through the 3-4 turn. Dave Collins, pop the champagne corks, he gets the win. Swingler home for second spot. Andrew Parks, a great drive to get home for 3rd from Richard Trenner. Mitchell Rook, Dion Wilson, great drive in the top 6. Harry Stewart gets home for 7th. The 75 of Seabourn home for 8th. Swan, Richard Rook and Brock Byrne rounds them out. Well, I tell you what, folks, it has been a long time between drinks. Make some noise for Dave Collins. As you said, Trev, great to have the Boss Hog Steakhouse winner of the series get home for a win, and Stevie Swingler just puts the thumbs up because he knows he was in a battle royal with the Suzuki-powered number 2 machine. Down to you, big fella, short and sharp.
Yeah, thanks, mate. We'll get DC to draw our 50-50 as well. Dave trying to get the helmet off. We'll get this done as quickly as possible. Well, Dave, congratulations. Always good to win the sponsors race. Well done.
Yeah, thanks very much. I'd like to, of course, thank Boss Hogs, SCA Racewear, Travis and Alan and all the Woods family and all the boys and that helped me with the race car, and John for having a fantastic track tonight.
Congratulations, mate. Well done. One last job for you there. We'll get you to draw the 50-50 tonight, buddy.